Tonight, the parents of 17-year-old Tania Tovar are speaking exclusively with News Channel 3 following the identification of her remains and the arrest of a person in connection to her death. 51-year-old Salton City man Abraham Feinblum has been arrested on suspicion of murder and resisting a peace officer. He's being held without bail in an Imperial County jail. Hello, I'm Athena Gerage. News Channel 3 was the first to report that Tovar's remains had been identified after her mother told reporter Garrett Hoddle that DNA police collected from her matched remains discovered near the Salton Sea back in December. Tonight, both of Tovar's parents are speaking together on the case for the first time and about the daughter they lost.
Before the field, before the crime scene tape, before the arrest, it was just Tania.
Tania is a vibrant young lady, a spark. She is a force to reckon with.
A daughter, a teenager with big energy and dreams.
She's funny in her own ways, very flamboyant.
Her parents, Charo Tovar and Josh Carter, are separated. Tania wasn't living with them. Like a lot of 17-year-olds, she was figuring out life, sometimes doing things our parents wish we wouldn't. But at the end of the day, she had a mom and dad who she knew would be there if there ever came a time nobody else would. She was 17, on probation, but her parents say she checked in daily. She shared her location until December 1st.
I didn't know she was going to go meet someone. She didn't say who she was going to go meet. She just said she was going to Palm Springs. Her location was on, then it was off. And then her friends contacted me on social media to tell me that they hadn't heard from Tania either.
On December 1st, 2025, Tania is reported missing. December 21st, deputies respond to Portsmouth Avenue and New Haven Court in Salton City. They discover a human leg in a field. At the time, investigators cannot determine an ID. Weeks pass, then February 6, 2026, Imperial County Sheriff's investigators receive a positive DNA match from the remains. Tania's mother provided a sample. Rapid testing confirms the remains belong to Tania Tovar. On February 11th, News Channel 3 reports that confirmation. Authorities formally confirmed the next day. On February 13th, deputies and FBI agents returned to a home on Harlequin Court in Salton City, the same one from February 6th. Investigators say when they moved in, 51-year-old Abraham Feinblum ran, jumping a fence before being taken into custody on suspicion of murder and resisting a peace officer. He's now being held without bail at the Imperial County Jail. He has not been formally charged. Tania's parents say they drove to Harlequin Court multiple times asking police to search the home.
I gave them all the information that they needed. I don't believe that they took me serious. I don't believe they took me serious. I gave them too much evidence for them to have did something now.
They say they never saw Feinblum face-to-face. They never saw him come outside. They've been watching the scene unfold from a distance. These past 2 weeks, fighting for answers, pushing for action, barely having a moment to grieve.
I have to complete this. If it kills me, I don't care. I have to complete this for Tania. I need to find justice for her. So I don't care about me right now. I don't care how sick I get, if I lose my voice, if I lose my life, if I lose my heart. I cannot sleep. I cannot rest until I get justice for Tania.
Neighbors tell News Channel 3 they heard screaming around the time Tania disappeared. They described loud drumming, bright lights at night. You've been the neighbor here for several years. Can you tell me anything about him, this man that lives here?
He's always been very odd, scary. Since we moved here in 2015, we've always called him the scary man in the scary house. When we finished moving in 2015, we noticed there was a forensic truck here also back then.
Strange construction of a pink wall surrounding the home.
The only report that I got was the neighbor heard a scream. They saw her in the backyard. Shortly after that, he was carrying a duffel bag out to one of his vehicles.
Claims not confirmed by law enforcement. Despite the arrests, there's no closure. Only part of Tania's remains have been recovered. Investigators continue processing evidence. The case remains active. Some questions beginning to get answers. Some of the most important have not.
Why? Everything else is ever. Why? Where is she? Where is the rest of my daughter? I can't.
Tania's mother, Charo, tells us one thing she's never had to question is support from the Salton City community. Neighbors who have treated Tania like their own.
I've been receiving every single tip, every single clue. I've been checking up on everything. So I have to also thank people for sharing my daughter's story on TikTok, on Snapchat, on Facebook, on all the platforms. I appreciate it so much, because a lot of them didn't know her, but they took it serious and they prayed for her to come home.
That was Garrett Hoddle reporting. Abraham Feinblum remains in jail tonight, arrested for suspicion of murder and resisting a peace officer. News Channel 3 will update you if and when formal charges are brought.